In 2020, reindeer herders found a prehistoric cave bear frozen in Siberian ice. Fur, teeth, a perfect nose. It died 25,000 years ago. But here's the terrifying part. The ice where they found it is melting, fast, and every year it gives something back. Because the Siberian wilderness is bigger than most countries, and almost none of it has ever been searched. So the real question isn't whether these 10 extinct animals are gone forever. It's whether they ever left at all. Number 10. Elasmotherium. Scientists had to admit they were wrong by 300,000 years. Wrong about something giant. Picture a rhino as tall as a truck, 2 meters high, 4 tons of muscle, and on its head, one huge horn. This was the Elasmotherium. People call it the Siberian unicorn. For decades, books said it died out 350,000 years ago. Case closed. Then scientists tested old bones again. The new date shocked everyone. This beast was still walking Earth just 39,000 years ago. That means it lived side by side with humans. Real people saw it. Real people told stories about it. And here's the twist. Old steppe legends describe a giant one-horned beast. What if those legends are not fairy tales? What if they are memories? So ask yourself, if the bones were wrong once, what else are you wrong about? But our next animal did not vanish thousands of years ago. People alive today say they have seen it. Number 9. Caspian tiger. This one is different. It did not die in the Ice Age. It died when your grandparents were young. Meet the Caspian tiger, a huge striped cat quiet as a shadow. It hunted in the river forests near the Caspian Sea. By the 1970s, it was gone. But here is why you should care. This is not ancient history. 50 years is nothing. People alive today remember seeing it, and sightings never fully stopped. Even now, people report a huge striped shadow in the hills. Scientists wanted to know if it could come back. So they tested its DNA, and they found something amazing. The Caspian tiger was nearly identical to the Siberian tiger, a living tiger. So Russia and Kazakhstan made a plan. They want to return it to its old home. Think about that. A tiger we lost could roar again, and some locals say it never left at all. Next up, a wild horse that science already brought back once. So why do herders still see strange herds? Number 8. Tarpan. The last one died in 1909, but death did not stop it. This is the tarpan, the true wild horse of the steppe. Small, tough, and untamable. No rider ever truly broke one. It ran free across Europe and Siberia for thousands of years. When the last tarpan died, something strange happened. Scientists refused to accept it. They wanted the wild horse back, so they bred old-style horses together, picking the wildest traits, and they made something new, the heck horse, a copy of an animal the world had lost. So yes, humans already brought this animal back once. But here is the twist. Herders in remote steppe still report strange wild herds. Horses that match no farm breed. Horses that appear then vanish. No one catches them. No one explains them. So you decide. Maybe the tarpan never fully left. Maybe it just learned to hide from us. Our next animal slept in ice for 25,000 years. Then herders found its face, perfectly intact. Number 7. Cave bear. In 2020, the ice gave something back, something with teeth. This was the cave bear, bigger than any bear alive today, a monster of the Ice Age that ruled the frozen north. Then it vanished 25,000 years ago, or so we thought. Here is why you should care. This one did not leave only bones. It left a body. Reindeer herders were crossing a Siberian island. They wanted to check on their animals, but the melting ground had other plans, so they stopped. Then they saw it, a full-grown cave bear, frozen solid. Fur, teeth, even its nose. Perfect after 25,000 years. So how could one still be alive? The taiga is millions of square kilometers. Most of it has never been searched, and hunters there report giant bears. Bears too big. Bears that match no known species. You could hide an army in that forest, or something older. Next, a deer with antlers wider than a car, and its last home was not Ireland. Number 6. Irish elk. Everything you know about this animal is wrong, starting with its name. You have heard of the Irish elk. Now forget Ireland. Picture antlers over 3.5 meters wide, wider than a car. A crown of bone so heavy it could break a neck. The last of these giants did not die in Ireland. They died in Siberia, about 7,700 years ago. That detail matters. Ireland lost it. The world lost it. Siberia held it last. It was their final hiding place on Earth. Scientists dug up the bones and dated them. They wanted to know where the species made its last stand, and every trail led east, deep into Siberia. So here is the question. If Siberia was the last refuge, could a few have held on longer? The forests there are vast and empty. Some valleys have never seen a human. Old local stories speak of a deer with a crown like tree branches. Coming up, a mummy so fresh it still had a brain, a heart, and blood. Number 5. Steppe bison. This animal died over 10,000 years ago. You would swear it died last week. The steppe bison, the giant of the Ice Age plains. Huge horns, thick fur. It fed the lions and the humans of its time. Why does it matter? Because this one did not rot away. It waited in the ice. It waited for us. In 2011, people in Siberia found one frozen in the ground. It was 10,500 years old, but its body was complete. Brain, heart, blood vessels, all of it still there. Blood still in the veins. Organs ready for a lab. It is one of the best mummies ever found. So how could it return? Russia made a bold move. They released modern bison into Yakutia, a living stand-in for the lost giant. The replacement walks the same ground, eats the same grass, and every year, the melting permafrost gives up more bodies, almost like the land is giving them back. But our next animal was hunted to death in just 27 years. Then, in 1962, someone saw it. Number 4. Steller's sea cow. It took humans only 27 years to erase this animal. 27. Picture a sea beast 10 tons heavy, 9 meters long, longer than a bus. It floated in cold northern waters, gentle and slow, munching kelp. This was Steller's sea cow, and gentle giants do not last long near us. Sailors found it in 1741. They wanted meat for their long trips. The sea cow was slow and trusting. It never learned to fear us, so they hunted it again and again. By 1768, it was gone, just 27 years after we found it. But the story does not end there. In 1962, a Soviet report surfaced. A small group of huge sea animals had been seen alive near Kamchatka in cold, empty water. The report was never confirmed and never explained. The case is still open, so you tell me, what did they see? The northern Pacific is vast and freezing and barely watched. A quiet giant could hide there for centuries. Next, 2 frozen cubs with whiskers still on their faces, and scientists want to clone them. Number 3. Cave lion. When they pulled her from the ice, she looked asleep. Not dead, asleep. The cave lion, king of the Ice Age, bigger than any lion alive today. It hunted mammoths and ruled the frozen plains. Its roar shook the steppe. Then, like the others, it disappeared. But here is the thing. It did not fully leave. Her name is Sparta, a cave lion cub, frozen in Siberian permafrost, up to 44,000 years old. Her fur is soft. Her paws are perfect. Her whiskers are still on her face. Another cub, Boris, was found nearby. 2 cubs, 2 miracles of ice. Scientists studied them. They wanted to know why the species died, but the bodies were so perfect, a new idea was born: cloning. The cave lion is now on the official cloning shortlist. Real labs, real plans. You might want to hear that again. And somewhere in that permafrost, more of them may be waiting. Our next animal is the reason miners fear the melting ice. A baby named Sasha changed everything. Number 2. Woolly rhino. The ice is melting fast, and what it reveals is staring back at us. In 2014, a girl was found in the Siberian ground. Not a human girl, a baby woolly rhino. They named her Sasha. She is 34,000 years old. Her fur is intact. Her horn is intact. You would swear she is sleeping. The woolly rhino was a tank with a horn, 3 tons of muscle and hair. It survived ice storms that would kill almost anything. Here is the urgent part. Every year, the permafrost melts more. Every year, new rhinos appear. Teeth, horns, whole bodies. It is happening faster than scientists can dig. The land is opening like a door. And listen to the twist. Local legends describe a giant horned beast walking the wild. Not in the past. In stories told like warnings. Some hunters still will not camp in certain valleys. So what is really out there? Our number 1 survived while the pyramids were being built, and it might come back. Number 1. Woolly mammoth. This animal was still alive when humans built the pyramids. Let that sink in. The woolly mammoth, 4 meters tall, 6 tons, curved tusks longer than a man. On Wrangel Island, the last herd walked the earth just 4,000 years ago, and the proof is unreal. Carcasses have been found with liquid blood, after thousands of years in the ice. But the Evenki people tell a stranger story. They say giant hairy beasts burrow underground, and if one ever sees the sun, it dies. Soviet Soviet-era pilots filed reports of huge shapes below. Hunters filed reports too. Official paper, real names, never explained. Now it gets bigger. Colossal Biosciences, a real company with real scientists, says it will bring the mammoth back. Their target year is 2028. That is not science fiction. That is a deadline. So the mammoth may actually return. So maybe Siberia isn't a graveyard for extinct animals. Maybe it's the last place they learn to hide. And as the ice keeps melting, the next discovery may not be another frozen body. It may be something still alive. Which of these 10 would you search for first?